lying little.
When a film franchise has great continuity, every element of it pulls together for the final goal that delivers on all fronts. However, most movies miss the mark, and with so many different creators working on one vision, egos can get in the way. Some films have got to the point that you actually need to draw a timeline on a whiteboard in order to explain them, and it's getting beyond a bloody joke as far as I'm concerned. Throughout this video, I'll be discussing the worst offenders and their biggest mistakes. There will be heavy spoilers in this list, and you have been warned. With that out the way, I'm Deffinition, and this is my list of films with terrible timelines. X-Men. One of the biggest offenders is of course the X-Men franchise. Every time a new director steps in, they completely ruin everything. Whether it's how Cerebro was created, what happened to Wolverine after escaping Alkali Lake, or how old Angel was. How is he 20 years old in the 80s and also a 20-year-old in the noughties? How are there 2 Mariah Taggarts, 2 Emma Frosts, and at least 3 Jubilees, and they all exist in different decades? Why does no one care about these pointless things that I lie in bed awake at night thinking about? But I digress. It began simply enough with X-Men and X2. Then Brett Ratner came on board and killed most of the characters, meaning that Hollywood had to find a way to retcon most of the mistakes that he made. By XMen Origins Wolverine, Sabretooth was now somehow Wolverine's brother, Professor X just randomly showed up at the end of the Wolverine with no real explanation of how and why he was still alive, and Mystique and Professor X are now adopted siblings even though they never mention it or make any reference to it at all. Things got so bad that X-Men Days of Future Past even decided to wipe the slate clean and start things again, but even that threw a spanner in the works by having Mystique disguised as William Stryker picking up Wolverine's body at the end. Deadpool is just all over the place, and Logan has pretty much just said, "Look, you idiot, stop thinking about it, none of this happened." That's actually a quote from the film, I think. That's how bad it's got. The film creators are even telling the audience to shut the shit up. Like most things in the franchise, everything just gets brushed under the rug and never mentioned again, which makes it frustrating for fans who are sticklers for continuity. Terminator. The entire Terminator franchise focuses on the question, is the future set or do we make it ourselves? It's something that the characters have struggled with, and even the films themselves. Some argue that there is no future other than the one that we make for our own, whilst other ones just blow everything up, kill everyone, let Christian Bale start a new trilogy, cancel it, let him have a big shout at a member of staff who's just doing his job, probably getting paid nothing, start another trilogy and cancel it again. The first film is a perfect time loop. Kyle Reese travels back in time to create his own son, John Connor, who then grows up to send his father back. The original film clearly wasn't supposed to be part of a franchise, which is why they explicitly state that no one other than Kyle and the Terminator is coming back. Then T2 retcons this and centers around a now teenage John Connor saving the world and stopping Judgment Day. But if the apocalypse didn't happen, then how could John send back his father to be born? Terminator 3 then retconned this again and said, actually mate, yeah, the apocalypse is happening, it's tomorrow, and here's a sexy fembot to chase you down for a bit. For the lads, it's a teenage market we're aiming at here, so enjoy it. By Terminator Genisys, none of the prior movies actually happened. Terminators have been around since the 70s, and Skynet is now Facebook. John Connor is also a Terminator or something. Look, he's now the villain that's returned back in time to create new Terminators, but Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese still need to have sex to make him, or something. Look, it's just a mess. I'm sorry, but it's just a mess. Halloween. The most recent offender is Halloween. This series has had so many retcons that it's best just binning all of your Blu-rays and picking up the first film and nothing else. Halloween saw the rise of the murderous mute Michael Myers as he attacked the town of Haddonfield. Laurie Strode rose to prominence and survived the attack, and by the second film she was revealed to be the character's sister. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, then took on a totally new aesthetic and said that the Halloween films were actually officially films in that universe, thus creating its own timeline. Halloween 4 then returned with Michael Myers, which continued with the character for the rest of the films. Laurie was now dead in this continuity, but then she was resurrected and then killed off again at a mental institution or something. Anyway, look, scrap that, she's back now. Those Myers you just can't kill them. Anyway, Michael Myers was beheaded but then came back because he put the costume on a security guard or something. Look, it's ruined. It's just all been ruined. It's gotten to the point now that the new Halloween, which is also called Halloween for some reason, like slow clap for Hollywood's creativity there, that's just said forget everything, only the first film happened, they aren't brother and sister, and that's it. Like, I honestly really don't have much faith that the series will even keep this up, and can completely imagine the creative team pressing the big reset button again when things get too messy. And also, like, how is Michael Myers 61 and still doing these things? I'm 30 and I can't even walk up the stairs without losing my breath. But anyway, on to the next one. Highlander. On paper, Highlander should be pretty straightforward. The first film centered around a group of immortals battling one another for power over the universe, which it's simple enough. There can only be one. Yeah, I get it, you get it, it's easy. The first film is self-contained and doesn't need any sequels, but Hollywood just couldn't keep their grubby little hands off this cash cow. Highlander 2 stated that the immortals were in fact aliens from the planet Zeist or something, which was so bad that the studio actually removed all mention of it in further cuts of the film for home video. By Highlander 3, it turned out that there wasn't only one, and that the immortals reappeared throughout history and no one actually had power over the universe or anything. Look, I don't know, it's just a mess. Just don't introduce aliens ever. Just don't do it. Never. So, what film franchise do you think has the worst continuity? Is there anything I missed, and what moment made you lose faith in a film franchise? Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it and check out my other film breakdowns, which will be linked at the end of this one. This is a channel for people who are mad about movies, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this. I've been Deffinition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.